Prime Minister Modi has celebrated this Diwali in Kutch in Gujarat with the Jawans. The visit is special because this is the first time he will celebrate Diwali with soldiers in Gujarat after becoming Prime Minister. And of course, we will be talking about this with our guest today on Diwali. Group Captain V.N. Jha is joining us on the show. Major Mohammad Ali Shah, defense expert, also joins us on the program. Group Captain Jha, thank you for joining us. I hope you can hear me, sir.
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Sir, a very happy Diwali to you. Thank you for joining on this auspicious day. And, as we continue to talk about what the Prime Minister, has in fact considered a deep value which he's instilled in himself and his party, that country is first, he hasn't shied away from celebrating Diwali with the soldiers on these 11 occasions at different parts of the country, going on to show and showcase once again that vanities do not matter. Desh Bhakti is obviously more important than anything else.
Very right, Vineet. Right from the day that PM Modi has assumed the charges of Prime Minister's office, his heart and soul has been along with the armed forces. And why not? We realize it's slightly late that how efficient PM Modi has been there for the purpose of armed forces. In the armed forces, we have seen acquisition of any arm. It takes years, sometimes even decade. And after the Galwan conflagration happened, our forces were still with those SLR, INSAS, and some other rifles, traditional old LMGs. And that is the time within just about 3 to 4 weeks, PM Modi got the Tevar X95 rifles from the Israelis, readily made rifles he got. He got Negev LMGs, nearly about 17,000 of that. He got 1,44,000 readily available assault rifles, Sigma 716 G2 that we call it. It was there with the US Armed Forces in their armories. He got that many of the rifles for the Indian Armed Forces, ready for the battleground usage. And above all, I have just talked about the rifles, even say artilleries. Why the armed forces should not be proud of PM Modi? We were struggling with the Howitzers, the old Howitzers that we had. He got us the lightweight helicopter Howitzers M777, even our indigenous version of that with the LNT that we have got. He has got Vajra, he has got K9, Stamataka he has got. Various Sarang, you can talk of DRDO's ATGM 155mm Howitzers. All this has happened within a very, very short time. Even the tank, the way he has got the tank modified for the latest version, be it that Arjun tank's version of Mark 1A, Jorawar tank has just now come after the trial. It is now likely to be induced within a very short time. These are the wonders of a government which is sensitive to the requirement of the armed forces. And that is not alone, whether it is for the army itself, the combat helicopters, Rudra, ALH, Apache, all these are coming there. Drones, personal equipments. We didn't have the, bulletproof jacket. I know I was in the DRDO in one of the labs where this bulletproof jacket, we had developed it long back, almost nearly a decade back, but it didn't see the light of the day. So those problems had been nagging. That is the story with the army. You talk of, further, the existing T-72 tanks were there. That needed for a long time the engine upgrades, the avionics upgrade, the weapon system upgrade. Nothing was happening. So he's got all this done within a very short time, and that was only I was talking about the army. Think of Navy. Navy had just 7 operational submarines when Modi had taken over. The aircraft carrier was down within 2 months of his taking over. The existing aircraft carrier was down, and the new aircraft carrier was nowhere in the scene that was to come from Russia. He made it happen. And not only that, that aircraft carrier, indigenous aircraft carrier with the state of the art weapon is today already commissioned. These are the wonders what a government can do. uh, uh, I don't, get stuck there. It's a submarine, nuclear submarine, not one, two are already commissioned. Third one is lagging to get commissioned. These are the achievable things. What our generations, the next generation, can give this example that when government is willing to support armed forces, all these can happen within a very short time. Similarly, the Scorpion class of the submarines, that has happened. So many of them, Kalavari, Khanderi, Karanj, Vela, Vagishri, all these have happened within a very short time. We should all be proud of this Prime Minister, and of course, Prime Minister is the head of the government. So when today he spends time with the armed forces, any branch, maybe army, maybe navy, maybe air, maybe the border security forces, anywhere along the line of international borders, every soldier, mind my word, is proud of being in touch with him, being in company with him. And PM Modi himself, he takes he feels it is an honor to be with them. He will put those fatigues uniform without the rank, of course, and then be with them. And he feels, at home, so relaxed at home with them. So I compliment him for what he has done for the armed forces. Army, I have given example. Navy, I have given example. Numerous warship, Kamutra class or Kolkata class or Vishakhapatnam class. Well, shallow water warfare equipment, and even Air Force. I was in the DRDO. I was with the LCA development design team on some particular system. And our shoulders had grouped in 2011, 12, 13, when that time government said that no, this aircraft cannot go to the armed forces. We were, we were looking so pulled down. And Modi came within no time, within 3 months of his coming, decision was made that yes, LCA is going to the armed forces, to the Indian Air Force. He had just asked in one of the meetings, what is the problem, why it is not coming? We have got some small system malfunctioning, needing upgrade, needing some repair. Some 1,000 odd RFAs were pending on LCA, and that was the thing for which the previous government had refused to take it. Indian Air Force had refused to take it. And he just asked one question: can it be rectified? Can it be upgraded? Can it be made serviceable? Or can those RFAs be addressed? Here in India, you ask me for any expert, expert from any country, I'll get that. And it happened within a very short time of him giving this permission. The LCA came up with them. First, we got the IOC, initial operational configuration, what we call it. So that aircraft went to the squadron. First squadron was made of that. And then FOC happened, final operational configuration. And all those previous aircraft, what was inducted in the initial IOC, those was upgraded to FOC. This is our own technology. And it's a huge thing. Now today we have got 4 squadrons, another 3 squadrons are coming up in the coming time. 7 squadrons of LCA coming up there. Think of the technology that we have got. LCA today is at par with any of the best aircraft in the entire world. It is 4.5 generation of the aircraft. It is a phenomenal amount of achievement for the Indian Air Force or India. So all those things have happened. Rudra helicopter, ALH in all combat form, LUH is now going to Sachin. And these are all indigenous technologies. So why should armed forces not be proud of this Prime Minister, whose government wholeheartedly is with armed forces? In no time that PM Modi came, we were struggling for long for that one rank, one pay. He made it happen. So here is a Prime Minister, here is a government who is ready to do anything for the armed forces, for its betterment, for its modernization, for its efficiency, and he has made it happen. Let anyone cry anything that why Modi has got all this done. Today, India is a force to reckon with the amount of weapon that we have got in the army, in the navy, in the air force. Today, India is already a regional power that we need to talk about. Can India be a regional power? We are already there. And if this Atmanirbhar plan continues, just count for maybe 10 years or so, India will be a global power. So if that we so, why should armed forces not be proud of PM Modi? Why, if PM Modi chooses to go to any of the forward bases to boost the morale of the Jawans, be it paramilitary or military armed forces, whosoever it be, why should they not be proud of that? And that is what, we salute this PM. We have left the uniform many years back, decade back, more than decade back, but we salute this PM. Why such PM was not in our lifetime when we had spent the time in the Air Force, in the services. So I compliment PM Modi for his, these small things which boost the morale of the forces many a time. So that is what it is there. And of course, many other speakers also have spoken about from their point of view. I think it is a great honor to have PM in the ranks of files of armed forces or paramilitary forces, wherever they may be, especially in the front area. That boosts the morale. My compliments. I salute him. Vineet.
Major Mohammad Ali Shah also with us on the program. Ali, how would you, in your own respective way, would like to congratulate and salute the Prime Minister for his, altruistic behavior and his patriotism on every Diwali?
Right, Vineet. Firstly, I would take this opportunity through you and your channel to wish the nation a very happy Diwali. And our Prime Minister, 11th consecutive year, he doesn't fail to go and boost the morale of our troops at the border. In fact, this Diwali, he's gone to the Lucky Nala Sir Creek area in Kutch, Gujarat, where PSF personnel, there were army personnel and Navy and Air Force personnel also. He greeted, in fact. So we saw him greeting the BSF personnel, all right. So I remember a couple of years back, he had gone to Leh Ladakh. And Leh is a place where you got to, a robust soldier needs to acclimatize to go there. And then there's declimatization. At this age, he went there and he just flew up directly, met the soldiers. I'll tell you a small story, Vreed. It was the year 2003. I was deployed at the line of control and 30 meters away from the Pakistani post. And there was intense fighting happening that time. And this was before ceasefire. One of the soldiers in the neighboring post got wounded. And the word went around when he got wounded, the commanding officer went to see him. And the word went around, oh, CO Sahab aa gaye, commanding officer's here. This soldier who was grievously wounded, he sprung up, he got up, and he saluted the commanding officer and said, "Jawans sahab." But that was a morale. So when the leadership goes there on ground and meets and greets the soldiers personally, you can imagine the morale of our troops. It just shoots up. The chest swells with pride, and every Diwali our troops look forward that our Prime Minister would come and with a box of sweets and he would meet and greet the troops. It sends a very, very good message to our troops, to the countrymen, and also to our adversaries that, listen, guys, our Prime Minister is here. He is going to be standing by us. So most certainly that's called leadership. That's the leadership quality. In fact, when it comes from the top and because our boss says I, a leader says we. A boss says get there on time, a leader says get there ahead of time together. A boss knows how it's done, a leader shows how it's to be done. A boss takes the credit, a leader gives it away. A boss lets people know where he stands. A leader lets the people know where they all stand. So our Prime Minister lets the people know where they all stand as countrymen. So now there's a small quote. We both left home at 18, about two people one joined the army and one joined the corporate sector. So I celebrated festivals with lights, music and fireworks and played Diwali. You celebrated festivals in underground bunkers with your comrades and played with your life. So I think a lot of respect to our soldiers, a lot of respect to the
Ali,
leadership.
Appreciate you joining us. Group Captain Jha, thank you so much.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.